Let's begin, everybody. Welcome. And let's stand. Shake everything out, loosen up your body. We're going to do always breathing, and we're going to warm up our bodies, and then we'll do just try to stretch and try to tone and balance a little bit, and definitely breathe and relax. So nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Let's start with some deep cleansing breaths. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and slowly lower down. Check the posture. Up again, inhaling. Exhale, reach, and again, lower. Keep the feet flat on the floor. Bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, stretch up from side to side, back and forth at your own pace, reaching and breathing, feeling the stretch up the sides of the body. Now check the posture, nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Let's take another deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower the arms just to the T position, palms down. We're going to start warming up kind of in the middle of our body and go up and down. So keeping the legs and hips stationary, take a deep breath in. Exhale and rotate just the upper body to the left. Front, inhaling. Exhale, rotate just the upper body to the right. Front, inhaling. Exhale, left. Front, inhaling. Exhale, right. Front, inhaling. Exhale, both arms forward in the parallel position, arms parallel to each other and to the floor, reaching forward, pulling the shoulder blades apart as you reach. Don't forget to breathe. And then release and bring the arms back behind. Clasp the fingers together, straightening the arms, squeezing the shoulder blades together as best you can. Open that chest and breathe. Then release and bring the arms forward again, parallel position, reaching forward, pulling those shoulder blades apart. Stretching that upper back. Release, arms back behind, clasp the fingers together again, squeeze the shoulder blades, opening the chest. If you want to add something here, bend the knees, knees directly over the feet, head and neck and extension of the spine, abs in tight. You can bring the arms up if you want, or you can bring or keep them lower, closer to your torso. It's just a different stretch for your body. And then straighten the legs, inhale. Exhale, either hold it here or arch back. Opening the chest more, jaw closed for a better stretch on the neck. Breathing. And release. Keeping the shoulders back, bring the shoulders up by the ears, no neck. Arms are relaxed. You can move your hips from side to side if you want. And then release, reach down, long arms, long neck. Try to have your head move toward the ceiling and your fingers move toward the floor. Breathing. Then release. No neck again. Arms relaxed. Again, you can move your hips from side to side if you choose. And then release and reach down, long arms, long neck. And release. Bring the right arm up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, stay in the same plane as you stretch to the side. Weight on both feet, abs in tight. Bring the right shoulder back as you reach up, look up, align the left shoulder and feel the stretch up the right side of your body. Breathing. Up inhaling. Exhale, change sides. Check the posture, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen. Again, stay in the same plane as you stretch to the side. Weight on both feet, abs in tight. Bring the left shoulder back as you reach up, look up, align the right shoulder, and feel the stretch up the left side of your body. Breathing. Up inhaling. Exhale, both arms straight up. Check the posture, take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach upward, and you may just continue to reach upward or arch back, reaching back, jaw closed for a better stretch on the neck. Breathing, your choice. Listen to your body. Up inhaling. Exhale, prayer position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Now roll the shoulders back, bending the elbows. Loosen up the entire torso as you roll. Don't forget to breathe. And then straighten the arms for full range of motion. Your midsection should be pretty stretched out. I shouldn't say stretched out, loosened up. Move your hips from side to side, shaking the arms out. Now shake each foot out as if you're shaking water off. Shake the arms out too if you like. Very good. Let's do a little bit of the warm up for the head and neck. Press the chin into the chest. You're standing nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Pressing that chin into the chest, feeling a stretch up the back of your neck. Always the opposite side. Release, heavy head, roll over to the left shoulder. Keep the shoulders back and down. Left ear above the left shoulder, feel the stretch up the right side of your neck. If you have any kind of neck issues, only roll back and forth in the front. If not, keep the jaw closed for a better stretch on the neck. Keep a heavy head and roll to the center back. Now roll to the right shoulder. Right ear above the right shoulder, feel that stretch up the left side of your neck. Don't forget to breathe. Heavy head back to the center front and press that chin into the chest. Release the hold. Now go in the opposite direction. Heavy head. Right shoulder. If you can, jaw closed, center back, heavy head. Heavy head, left shoulder. Check that posture. Heavy head, center front, press the chin into the chest. Release, center front, inhaling. Exhale, turn, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, look up to the right. Exhale, look down to the right. Center front, inhaling. Exhale, turn, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, look up to the left. Exhale, look down to the left. Center front, inhaling. Exhale, just turn from side to side at your own pace. You can go around if you'd like, but whatever you do going in one direction, make sure you do the same in the opposite direction. And then come back to the center front. When you come back to the center front, place your hands on the front of your thighs. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend at the hips. Try to keep the back as long and flat as possible and the shoulders back as well. Don't let the shoulders round. Try to keep the shoulders back. Abs are in tight. Head and neck is an extension or are an extension of the spine. If you start rounding, come right back up where you're nice and straight. So listen to your body. It's not a competition. You're trying to do what works for you. Just go to your limit. This is kind of like the Ardha Uttanasana, where the fingertips will be on the front of the thighs, or you can have the fingertips on the floor. It definitely is Ardha Uttanasana. But we're still kind of warming up. So now just relax down. Keep the abs in tight. Rotate your upper body just a bit to the right. You can be having your hands on the back of your legs, your right leg, and then rotate to the other side. And you can have the hands on the back of the leg or of course on the floor as we did. And then come back to the center. Keep those abs in tight and slowly round up. One vertebra at a time. Head, neck, and arms relax. And as the head comes up, bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, stretch up from side to side at your own pace, reaching and breathing. Feel the stretch up the sides of your body. Though we're just warming up, you're really catching all of your body, and it's a great little yoga session that you can do. We've done this for about 12 minutes. We're not quite done yet, but you can warm up for about 15, 20 minutes and have a great session that is not too taxing for you. But yet if you do it daily or as often as possible, you should see some results for your body. We're going to work on the lower part of our bodies now, so have your feet out about twice the width of your shoulders. I like my feet pointed forward. Some people like theirs out a bit for this, and so do what works for you. Hands on the waist or the hips, and push the hips forward. Now roll over to the left, bending the left leg, and then roll to the back, straightening the legs. Your rear end's kind of sticking out in the back. Bend the right knee and roll to the right, and then roll forward, straightening the legs again. Let's do the other direction now. Roll to the right, roll back, roll left, and roll forward. Back to the center. Heels in, toes out. So your feet are at an angle, and when you bend a knee on both sides, you will be going directly over the feet with the knees. So you can have your hands on your waist or bring the arms up parallel to the floor. Either way works fine. We're still warming up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, stretch to the right. Knees directly over the foot, abs in tight. Up, inhaling. Exhale, stretch to the left in the same manner. Up, inhaling. Exhale, right. You may repeat it, or if you want, you may reach toward the floor. Keep those abs in and breathe. Up, inhaling. Exhale, left. Whatever you did on the other side of your body, try to do on this side as well. Up, inhaling. Exhale, right again. You can repeat one that we did or cross over, opening to the back. Just keep the abs in, look up and breathe. Center, inhaling. Exhale, whatever you did on the other side of your body, do on this side as well. Abs in, breathing. And looking up, opening to the back. Center, inhaling. Exhale, bring the arms up. Check the posture, inhaling. Exhale, reach, and again, lower the arms to the T position, palms down. I'm going to bring my feet in a little bit, but keep them at an angle so when I bend both knees at the same time, my knees are over my feet. Palms up, hips low, and then slowly come up. Inhaling as you reach the top. Exhale, reach and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Walk the feet in. Shake everything out again. Feet, arms, hands, legs. Don't forget to breathe. We're going to add a little bit of balance to this now. So you can stand by something that you can put a hand on or just have it there for security purposes. But focus on a spot in front of you that doesn't move. Nice and tall. Start hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Let's take a deep cleansing breath first. Up inhaling. Exhale, reach and lower all the way down to the sides. Check that posture. Hands on the waist or the hips. We'll do the right side first, focusing on that spot. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and bring the right knee up in front of you. Lower it, inhaling. Exhale, right knee up in front again. Rotate it to the side. Lower to the side, inhaling. Exhale, up to the side. Rotate to the front and lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees, knees over the feet, abs in tight. Up inhaling, left side now, focus on that spot. Exhale, bring that right knee up in the front. Lower it, inhaling. Exhale, right knee up in the front. Bring it to the side, rotating it. And lower to the side, inhale. Exhale, up to the side, rotate back to the front, and lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees. Up, inhaling. Exhale, right side now, focus on that spot. Bring that right leg forward. Leg is straight, foot is flexed, point the toe, flex the foot. Relax the foot, circle the foot, round and round, lubricating the ankle. And then change direction with the circles. Try to do the same number on both sides. Point, flex, lower, inhaling. Exhale, out to the side, leg is straight, foot is flexed, point, flex, lower, inhaling. Exhale to the back, tighten that glute, leg is straight, foot is flexed, point, flex, lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees. Up, inhaling, left side now. Exhale, bring that right leg forward, point, flex, relax and circle that foot round and round. Change direction. Point, flex, lower, inhaling. Exhale to the side. Point, flex, lower, inhaling. Exhale to the back. Tighten that glute. Point, flex, lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees. Up, inhaling. Exhale, shake out again. Shake everything out. You should be very nicely warmed up, hopefully. So now we're going to go ahead and do our sun salutation. So stand at the front of your mat, nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Feet as parallel as comfortable. They can touch if you want, but no more than shoulder width apart. Nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Bring the arms up, inhaling, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, stretch forwards, bending at the hips. And first, just let the upper body relax down. Let gravity pull you down, but keep those abs in, nice and tight. Don't forget to breathe. Now, Ardha Uttanasana. Fingertips on the floor beside the feet, flat back, head and neck and extension of the spine. You can modify with the fingertips on the front of the thighs or the shins, whatever works for your body. As you're bending at the hips, push out through the glutes. Don't forget to breathe. And then you may hold that or come into Uttanasana with the palms flat on the floor beside the feet, bending your knees just if you need to. Listen to your body and breathe. Again, abs in nice and tight. Now bend the knees enough to slide the left and the right foot back, hip width apart, hips in the air, up on those toes or the balls of your feet. Push the heels down, head between the arms. Lengthen the torso and arms. Roll the shoulders down from the outside, rotating the shoulders down so the triceps are pointing downward as best you can. Lengthen that spine and breathe in this downward facing dog. You can always modify down on your knees if you need to. Listen to your body and breathe. Now lower the hips to a plank or a high hover position, high on those shoulders. Try to make sure your rear end's not sagging or sticking up as best you can. You can always modify down on your knees if you need to. Listen to your body and breathe. Head and neck are an extension of the spine. And now open to the right to a side plank. You can modify with that left or lower knee down on the floor. You can have the heel of one foot up against the toes of the other, or you can stack the feet on top of each other. Lots of options. Just choose and then focus on your posture and your breathing. If you want, lower the upper arm above the head. Bring it back up, inhaling. Exhale back down to a plank. Check your posture, make sure you're stable. And then open to the other side. And whatever you did on the other side of your body, try to do on this side as well. Focus on your posture and your breathing. If you want, lower that upper arm above the head. Bring it back up, inhaling. Exhale back down to a plank. Check the posture. Bring those hips back up into the air, up on those toes. Push the heels down. Lengthen again, come into that downward facing dog. Modify if you need to, and if you're not modifying, walk your dog, keeping the toes on the floor. Bend one knee as you push the other heel closer to the floor, keeping the abs in throughout. And switch up at your own pace, feeling the stretch up the back of your legs. Breathing. Checking your posture as you go. Should feel good with that stretch. And then push both heels down. Lower the hips again to a plank or a high hover position. Come on down to your elbows if you're not already there. To a low hover or a low plank, an elbow plank. High on those shoulders, breathing. You can always modify by lowering the hip bones and the legs to the floor. So the quads and the tops of the feet would be on the floor along with the hip bones. Breathe. And now back up on the palms, if you can. And then knees on the floor, tops of the feet on the floor. Slide back to either a puppy pose with the rear end in the air, forearms and head on the floor, or slide back to a moon position, resting the rear end on the heels or as close as you can, arms still outstretched, head and neck relaxed, abs in tight, breathing. Listen to your body and breathe. Now slide the arms down to the sides, arms at your sides, palms up, arms and shoulders just relaxed down at your sides, but the abs in tight. Into this child's pose. And now slowly round up, one vertebra at a time. Head, neck, and arms relaxed until the head comes up. Then bring the arms up, inhaling. If you have knee or hip issues that won't allow you to do this, you can sit cross-legged if you want, or you can come up on your knees. But I'd like you to stretch up from side to side, similar to what we do when we're standing, but using your quads. But again, if you have knee issues, you can definitely modify. You shouldn't feel pain. If you have hip issues, this could be an issue too, but this is called a cat stretch, one of several cat stretches. Because you might be able to hear the cat periodically in the next room. And then come back down to a child's pose again. Abs in tight, breathing. And again, slowly round up, one vertebra at a time. And as the head comes up, bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, come up on your knees. And you can either stretch upward or arch back. Reaching back, jaw closed for a better stretch on the neck. Up, inhaling. Exhale, bend at the hips and lower down, palms on the floor, and just slide the arms forward, fingers flared, thumbs touching, rear end up, head between the arms. We'll do the upper back, the upper and the shoulder stretch, and the upper torso twist, shoulder stretch. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, take the left arm and place it underneath the right, perpendicular to it, palm up. Shoulder on the floor as close as you can get it. Turn and look at those fingertips naturally curled up with the palm up. Your abs are in tight and you're breathing. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and change sides. Right arm under the left, perpendicular to it, palm up, shoulder on the floor as close as you can get it, abs in tight, turning and looking at those fingertips, naturally curled up. Breathe. Upper torso twist and shoulder stretch. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, come back. Again to a moon position, resting the rear end on the heels or as close as you can. You can also stay and do the puppy pose with the forearms on the floor, rear end up, head just relaxed down between the forearms. So listen to your body and breathe. Pick the head up, slide the arms forward now, and again, clasp your fingers together, elbows on the floor. Come into that low hover or that elbow plank. High on the shoulders, head and neck, and extension of the spine, abs in tight. Try not to have the rear end sink down or stick up unless you're modifying with the hip bones and the legs on the floor. Listen to your body and breathe. Now, lower the legs to the floor, tops of the feet, quads and hip bones on the floor. Look up high, jaw closed for a better stretch on the neck in this elbow cobra. And you may hold the elbow cobra or switch to a sphinx with the forearms and the palms on the floor in front of you. High on those shoulders, jaw closed for a better stretch in the neck, breathing. And you may hold it here breathing, or palms on the floor beside the rib cage, elbows close to the body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and come up into that full cobra, high on the shoulders. Look up and breathe. Now lower just until you no longer need your arms for support, and bring the arms up in the parallel position behind you with the palms up and the legs up in the full locust. And you can modify with the legs down if you choose, and just do the half locust, but it's up to you. Look up and breathe, jaw closed for a better stretch in the neck. Lower the legs to the floor, inhaling. Exhale, palms on the floor beside the rib cage, elbows close to the body. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, and again come into a full cobra or an upward dog, which is called an Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. An upward dog with the weight on the palms of the hands and the tops of the feet. And if you want, you can raise that right leg up behind you. Lower it, inhaling. Exhale, raise the left. Lower it, inhaling. Exhale, bend the knees enough to plant the toes on the floor behind you. And again, bring those hips up into the air. Up on those toes, push the heels down, lengthen. Again, come into that downward facing dog. Breathe. You want a little more, you can just hold it here if you want. If you want a little more, push the right heel closer to the floor and bring the left leg up as an extension of the torso and arms, hips squared off, abs in tight, breathing. And then if you want, you can bend the knee and open the hip. Straighten the leg and lower, inhaling. Exhale, push that heel down and bring the right leg up in the same manner. Breathing. Hips squared off. And then bend the knee and open the hip. Straighten it back up and lower, inhaling. Exhale, push both heels down. Breathing. And now lower the hips enough to slide the left and the right foot back up, where you started basically, into Ardha Uttanasana with the fingertips on the floor beside the feet or modified on the front of your legs. Back nice and straight, push out through the glutes as you're bent at the hips, head and neck and extension of the spine. Breathing. And now, Uttanasana. If you choose, you can stay in Ardha Uttanasana. You can bring the palms down to the floor if you'd like, bending the knees only if you need to. Abs in tight, breathe in. No stress on the head and neck. And now release the hold, relax down. You have the option of rounding up one vertebra at a time as we did before. You can always bend the knees as you come up as a modification, or arms at your ears or your sides. Flatten the back as you slowly come up. Inhaling as you reach the top. Exhale, bend the knees. In the chair variation, this is also called the fierce pose. Breathe in. Knees over the feet. Arms an extension of the spine. You can always modify with the arms in the parallel position if you choose. Then straighten the legs, inhaling. Exhale, either reach upward or arch back, reaching back. Jaw closed for a better stretch on the neck. Don't forget to breathe. Up inhaling. Exhale, prayer position. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Check the posture and take a deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower the arms all the way down again. And now roll the shoulders back. Great big circles, loosening up the torso as you roll. Breathing. That should have gotten just about all of your body. Straighten the arms for full range of motion. Don't forget to breathe. And now shake out again. Loosen everything up. Keep that body nice and warm. And now let's get down to the floor, hopefully without using our hands for support. But if you need them, use them. I'm just going to change the view here just a bit. And come on down. Now, a little sweaty today, sorry. I'm gonna have to use my shirt. Pardon me. So, seated stick posture, legs straight, back straight, arms straight. Point the toes. Flex the feet, pushing out through the heels. If you can, go ahead and pick those heels up off the floor. If you can't, don't worry about it. Relax the feet, check the back. Release the arms. Hopefully your back didn't move. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring the legs in, bending the knees, put the soles of the feet together. You can hold your ankles or you can hold your toes. And try to lower the knees down toward the floor. Torso nice and tall, abs in tight. Don't forget to breathe. And now, if you want release, place both hands back behind. I like my fingers pointed outward, some like them pointed in. Lengthen the spine, arch the back, lower the knees down toward the floor, and breathe. You can bring the head back somewhat. You don't want to bring it all the way back, but breathe. It helps arch that back and open the chest. And now, see if you can bring those knees down a little bit more with the hands on the toes or the ankles. Very good. Release, bring the legs up, hug the knees into the chest. Try to balance if you can, balancing on the rear end. If you need to put a toe or two down, do, but try to balance if you can. Now come to the resting position. Hands on the back of the thighs, by the knees, calves parallel to the floor and to each other. You may hold it here breathing or straighten those legs. And you may hold it here breathing or bring the hands up to the calves or the ankles. And you may hold it here breathing or open those legs. And you may hold it here breathing or release the hold. Point the toes, flex the feet, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, and flex. Relax the feet, bring the legs in, inhaling. Exhale, resting position. Keep those abs in tight throughout. And you may again hold it here or straighten those legs. And you may hold it here or release and bring the arms in the parallel position in that full boat posture. Get to a little bit to the side so you can see. Point, flex, palms are down. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, and flex. Relax the feet, resting position, inhaling. Exhale, now bring the knees in, sit nice and tall, hug the knees into the chest, abs are in tight, feet on the floor as best you can. Release and straighten the legs out now. Seated stick posture, legs straight, back straight, arms straight. Point the toes, flex the feet, relax the feet, release the hold, relax the hand on the thighs. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and round down, one vertebra at a time. And as you reach the floor with the head, arms at your sides, near your hips, palms down, take a deep breath in. Exhale, push down with the arms and slowly bring both legs up. Remember, if you have back issues, bend the knees and then straighten the legs up perpendicular to the floor. Otherwise, you can just slowly bring those straight legs up. Again, listen to your body and breathe. If you need to support your legs with the hands at the beginning until you're strong enough to do it on your own, you can use your hands on the back of the thighs or use a towel or strap to help hold. But point, flex. Relax the feet. Lower back is against the floor, abs are in tight. Circle those feet round and round, lubricating the ankles more. Change direction with the circles. Make sure you try to do the same number of circles on each side as best you can. Point, flex, relax the feet, open the legs, place the hands on the inner thighs, putting pressure downward. Keeping that lower back against the floor as best you can, the shoulders on the floor as best you can, the abs in tight and the legs nice and straight. If you can keep the legs nice and straight, you can bring the hands to the calves or the ankles and just keep the pressure on the open legs, breathing. Now point the toes. Flex the feet, pushing out through the heels. Relax the feet. Release the hold. Bring the legs up perpendicular to the floor. Arms at your sides near your hips, palms down. Point the toes and flex the feet. Relax the feet, bend the knees and place the feet on the floor, hip width apart, knees straight up. We're going to do a bridge posture. Whenever we do a bridge, keep the head and neck straight. Just continue looking up. Don't turn your head to the side to look or do anything else. You must protect your neck as best you can. Arms are at your sides, near your hips, relatively near your hips, palms up with the fingers relaxed. Press the lower back into the floor, slightly picking up the hips, tightening the glutes, the quads, and the abdominal muscles. The lower body is very tight, but the upper body is very relaxed. And you're breathing. Now release the hold on the muscles, inhaling. Exhale, keeping that head and neck straight, just looking up. Roll the hips up into the air. Bring the arms underneath you and try to clasp your fingers together, straightening the arms. If you can't do that, you can just push your arms down with the palms down as close together as possible. But try to straighten them if you can with fingers clasped. And then arch the back. Bring the arms, the shoulders, the shoulder blades as close together as possible. As you bring those hips up as high as you can, pushing down with the arms, knees still hip width apart, opening that chest, arching that back. Again, if you want, you can tighten those glutes, quads, and abs. Just don't forget to breathe. Now release the hold. Open the arms and slowly round down, one vertebra at a time. And as the lower back begins to touch the floor, bring the knees up and hug them into your chest with your arms. Full wind releasing position, breathing. The legs are relaxed. The arms are tightly hugging both legs in. The back is against the floor. The abs are in tight. And you may roll from side to side to massage the back against the floor to promote circulation and hopefully prevent pain. Just remember to go slowly when you roll so you use your muscles and not momentum. Breathe. Now you can come back to the center. Straighten the legs up perpendicular to the floor, arms at your sides near your hips, palms down. Point the toes and flex the feet. We're going to walk the ceiling. Legs are straight, feet are flexed, slowly walking the ceiling, keeping that lower back against the floor as best you can and the abs in tight. If you need to help your legs along, you can use your hands until you're strong enough to do it yourself. But most important, to keep the legs straight, feet flexed, pushing out through the heels, and go slowly. This is a great abdominal core or midsection posture. When you come back to the center, point the toes, cross one leg over the other and open wide as we did earlier, and then slowly cross the other leg over the front and open wide in that scissor posture. So we did the walk and the scissor. The scissor helps lubricate your hips more. But the walk does too. It's just different. It's a movement you have more naturally than this one, the scissor. Back to the center, flex the feet, just a few more walks, walking the ceiling, abs in tight, breathing. Back to the center, point the toes, just a few more scissor. Breathe. And now come back to the center. Your toes are pointed, flex the feet, relax the feet, and slowly lower those straight legs down toward the floor, slowly and in control. Remember, if you have back issues, to bend the knees and slide the feet on the floor until the legs are straight. And if you haven't already done so, when you do reach the floor with the straight legs, take a deep breath into your system, inhaling through the nose, filling the lungs. Exhale, push down with the arms at your sides and slowly bring that right leg up perpendicular to the floor. Point the toe, flex the foot. Relax the foot, bend the knee, and place the toe on the floor, knees straight up. Slide the arms up to the T position, palms down. Keeping the shoulders on the floor, take a deep breath in. Exhale and cross that right knee over the left thigh as best you can, keeping the shoulders on the floor. Turn if you can and look at that right hand. Keep those abs in tight and breathe. This is a pelvic twist, which is a spinal twist as well. If you want to help the stretch, you can take the left hand, put it on the right hip and slide it down that hip, putting some pressure toward that hip, the leg, putting some pressure toward the floor, but stopping before you get to the knee, or just let gravity do its job. Again, a modification, you can just look straight up. So listen to your body, abs in tight, breathing. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring the knee back up. Your back is straight. Make sure your body's aligned and straighten that right leg up, perpendicular to the floor. Now you can use a towel or a strap to wrap around the leg and use your right hand to move it around if you have difficulty keeping the leg straight. But if not, take a deep breath in. Exhale and cross that straight right leg over the left side of your body and get it as close to the floor and that left hand as possible. Both shoulders on the floor, turn and look at the right hand, abs in tight. Again, a modification is just looking straight up. Just go to your limit and hold it. Breathing. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and slowly bring that right leg back up. Make sure you're aligned, your back is against the floor. And now bring that right hand on the back of the right thigh if you're not using a towel or a strap to help hold that leg. If you can keep the leg straight, you can slide the hand up to the calf or the ankle. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, keeping both shoulders on the floor. Slowly lower that right leg out on the right side of your body. And get it as close to the floor as you can, keeping the left glute on the floor. When you get to your limit, turn and look at the left hand. If you can, again, you can modify looking straight up. Keep those shoulders on the floor, abs in tight, legs straight, breathing. And you can always modify by bending the other leg if you need to. Don't forget to breathe. This is great for your hips and your spine, this posture. Point the toe, flex the foot, pushing out through the heel. Relax the foot and slowly bring that straight leg up. Inhaling. Exhale, bend that knee and hug it into your chest with your arms. Half wind releasing position, breathing, abs in tight. Time flies when you're having fun. Make sure your body's aligned. And if you want a little more, you can raise your head up toward that knee in the embryo position, keeping the abs in tight, and lower the head, inhaling. Now remember, if you have knee issues, if this bothers you, you can release and you can put your hand on the back of the thigh and not put the pressure on the knee. So listen to your body and breathe. Then release, straighten that leg up perpendicular to the floor, arms at your sides, near your hips, palms down. Point the toe, flex the foot. Relax the foot and slowly lower the straight leg down toward the floor. Slowly and in control. You're going to end up holding it about 6 inches off the floor, breathing. And if you're not quite sure what 6 inches might be, you can pick your head up and see how close you are. Just using a few more muscles. Point the toe, flex the foot, relax the foot, and lower to the floor, inhaling. Exhale, push down with the arms and slowly bring the left leg up, perpendicular to the floor. Bend the knee, toe on the floor, knees straight up. Slide the arms up to the T position, palms down, shoulders on the floor. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and cross that left knee over the right side. Try to keep the toe on the floor on the other side of your right leg. Keeping both shoulders on the floor, turn your head if you can and look at the left or opposite hand. You can modify looking up if you choose. If you want to help the stretch, you can take the right hand, place it on the left hip, and slide down that thigh toward the knee and toward the floor, but stopping before you get to the knee, or just let gravity do its job. Keep those abs in tight and breathe. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring the knee back up to the center. Your back will be against the floor. Make sure you're aligned. And straighten that leg up perpendicular to the floor. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, and if you're not using a towel or a strap, just do it on your own, but cross that straight left leg over the right side of your body and get it as close to the floor and that right hand as possible. Keeping both shoulders on the floor. Turn if you can and look at that left hand, abs in tight. Breathing. Modify if you need to. Listen to your body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and slowly bring that straight leg back up, perpendicular to the floor. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. If you're not using a towel or a strap, put your left hand on the back of the left thigh. If you can keep it straight, you can slide it up to the calf or the ankle. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and slowly lower that straight left leg out on the left side of your body, getting it as close to the floor as you can, keeping that right glute on the floor. That left foot is relaxed. Shoulders are on the floor. Turn and look at the right hand if you can. Keep those abs in tight and breathe. Modify if you need to. Point the toe. Flex that foot, pushing out through the heel. Relax the foot. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring that straight left leg up. Bend the knee and hug it into your chest with your arms. Half wind releasing position, breathing. Modify if you need to with the hands on the back of the thigh. You can always modify with bending the other knee. So do what feels best for you, but keep that lower back against the floor and the abs in tight as best you can. You want to make sure when you are in a half wind releasing position that your knee is kind of going in between the hip and the shoulder. You don't want it sticking way out to the side in either direction. Breathing. And if you want a little more, you can bring the head up in the embryo position, keeping the abs in tight. Lower the head, inhaling. Exhale, release the hold and straighten the leg up perpendicular to the floor. Arms at your sides, near your hips, palms down. Point the toe, flex the foot. Relax the foot and slowly lower that straight left leg down toward the floor. Slowly and in control. You're going to end up holding it again about 6 inches off the floor, breathing. And if you need to check, feel free to do so. Then point the toe, flex that foot, relax the foot and lower to the floor, inhaling. Exhale, push down with the arms and slowly bring both legs up. Again, remember, if you need to bend your knees and straighten the legs up, feel free to do so. Legs are up perpendicular to the floor, arms at your sides, near your hips, palms down. Point the toes and flex the feet. Abs are in tight, back is against the floor. Relax the feet. Place the soles of the feet together, bending the knees, and slowly lower the feet to the floor, allowing the knees to open. Let gravity just pull them down. Open the arms enough so that the palms are up and the fingers are naturally curled up. Shoulders are resting down into the surface below you. Close your eyes and breathe in this bottle opener posture. And now we'll prepare for Shavasana, or full relaxation. So if you want, you can slide the heels on the floor until the legs are straight and just let the feet flop out to the sides, and you'll be in that corpse posture, one of the most relaxing for almost every body. And if you want a little more, arms at your sides, near your hips, palms down, bring those legs up perpendicular to the floor again. Back against the floor, abs in tight, breathing. Point the toes, flex the feet. Relax the feet, and again, slowly lower those straight legs down toward the floor, slowly and in control. Again, if you have back issues, don't forget to bend the knees and slide the feet on the floor until the legs are straight. And if you haven't already done so, again, when you do reach the floor with the straight legs, take a deep breath into your system, inhaling through the nose, filling the lungs. Exhale and just relax your body in that corpse posture. Soon we'll take another deep breath in, and when we exhale this time, we'll fist our hands, flex our feet, do the line with our face and neck. In other words, just tighten everything you can. Bug your eyes out, open your mouth, stick your tongue out. Tighten everything you can, not only in the face and neck, but your entire body. So take a deep breath into your system. Exhale and tighten. And release. And just rest down into the surface below you. You may want to roll your heads from side to side until you find the most comfortable position for your head and neck. You may want to cover yourselves with towels or blankets. You may want to put something under your knees or other parts of your body to make yourself more comfortable. But close your eyes and just breathe. We're going to take a few deep breaths together so that we slow our heart rates down and we start to really relax our body, just slow our bodies down. So take a deep breath into your system, inhaling through the nose, filling the lungs. And then through slightly parted lips, slowly exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale through the nose. And exhale slowly through the mouth. Now continue to breathe on your own. As I talk you and walk you through the imagery to fully relax in Shavasana. Your eyes are closed. You're in a comfortable position for you. Open your minds. Open your minds and travel to one of your safe places. Your safe place could be a place you frequent in reality or one you only know in your mind. But it is your safe place. If you're not already there, go there now. Breathe. We'll move through your body as you consciously release your joints and relax your muscles just a little bit more. Begin focusing on the hands and the fingers, relaxing the muscles, releasing the joints. Release the joints in your wrists as you begin to move up the arms. Relax the forearms. Release the joints in your elbows. Relax the upper arms, the biceps and triceps. Relax the shoulders, the deltoid and lateral muscles, releasing the joints. The arms and shoulders are relaxed. Lower the focus now to the toes and the feet. Relax the muscles, release the joints. Allow the heels to sink deeper into the surface below you. Again, wherever you might be in your safe place. Release the joints in your ankles as you begin to move up the legs. Relax the shins. Relax the calves. Release the joints in your knees. Relax the hamstrings up the back of your legs. Relax the quadriceps as you relax the thighs. And now, relax the hips, releasing the joints. Relax the glutes. Allow those glutes to sink deeper into the surface below you. Your legs and hips are relaxed. The arms and shoulders are still relaxed. We'll begin to focus on your torso now, beginning at the lower back. Relax the muscles of the lower back as you relax the spinal column from the tailbone all the way through the lower part of your back. Relax the obliques up the sides of your torso. Relax the abdominal muscles. Relax the diaphragm and rib cage areas, remembering to breathe. Relax the mid part of your back and spine. Relax the upper back and shoulder blades, as well as the spinal column, moving up between the shoulder blades, all the way up through the neck to the base of the skull. Now focus on the chest. Relax the sternum area and pecs. Relax the clavicle or collarbone area. And now relax the neck from the bottom to the top and all the way around. Release the jaw. Relax the chin. Relax the lips. Relax the tongue. Relax the cheeks. Relax the nose and ears. Relax the eyes and temples. Relax the brow. Smooth the forehead. And now relax the scalp, beginning at the forehead, at the perfect intensity for you. Imagine a massage moving all the way through the scalp to the base of the skull at the neck. Breathe. Your mind is open. You're in your safe place. Your body is relaxed and functioning perfectly. And now, from wherever you may have traveled in your mind, it is time to come home. So take a deep breath into your system. Exhale and become aware of your fingers and toes, your wrists and your ankles. Take another deep breath in. Exhale and bring the legs up, bending the knees. Hug them into your chest with your arms. Raise the head up toward the knees. Lower the head, inhaling. Exhale and either roll to the right to sit up or rock and roll up to a seated position and sit cross-legged, half lotus, full lotus, however you are most comfortable, just nice and tall. Bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, prayer position. Hold the position, inhaling. Exhale and thank you very much for coming. Namaste. I hope you feel better than when we started, and I hope you got what you needed. And please unmute yourselves as I stop the recording so I can hear your beautiful voices.